Hey there everyone, and welcome back to our Distant Worlds Universe Let's Play. Episode 11 today, and it's actually been a week or so since I've actually played this save, so I'm going to take a little bit to get my bearings back. This is obviously the disastrous save that still gives me chills, with the bad luck that we've had, so where are we? Last episode we took a couple of planets down here, didn't we? Well, actually, we took 3 planets down here, didn't we? And the independent human colony that was there as well, so... that is good, make some progress there. What we're actually going to do, the first thing before I even start running the game, this colony is happy, which is good. It got 2 infantry and another planetary defense on the way. So I'm just going to garrison you and then come into our... So we're going to sort by all of our armored forces and then ungarrison all of them. Am I clicking the wrong button? No, I'm not. What on earth is happening there? Armored forces... There we go. Ungarrison all of those forces because they're all on these 3 planets. So what we're going to want to do, these planets are still unhappy but not too bad. We're actually going to queue up another, probably another planetary defense unit for both of these planets down here. So you're going to, where are we? Sort by location. That is planet house and planetary defense. There we go. Garrison that one. And then also this one down here. So queue up another planetary defense unit for there for Acuni. Where are you? Acuni. There we are. There we go. Garrison that one. Alright, so now all of our armored forces are ungarrisoned. So we can jump into our fleets. Our first invasion fleet. We're going to say load troops on this planet. Once that's done, we'll come down to these 2 planets, load troops there. We are at war with the Brintile, aren't we, from memory? Which is potentially a problem. Got this planet over here. What's this one? So we took these ones over recently as well, didn't we? So why are you guys so unhappy? Tired of the Empire's wars, upset that we are at war with their species, unhappy being part of the human empire, right? Because these guys were part of the Brintile, weren't they? So it's the same, yeah, the same race, the Akuro, yeah, right. Cool, fair enough. So we're going to queue up another planetary defense unit on here. I'm suspecting this is probably going to be their... just taking a hunch, given that these are the planets we actually took from them, I'm assuming they're probably going to want to try and come back and take these planets back again. So we're going to put another unit just here, another unit of defense here. Then we can't really afford it at the moment, but it's better than losing a planet too easily. So garrison those there as well. Most of them aren't too bad in terms of unhappiness, which is okay. Do they have defensive platforms? No, you don't. Alright, so you can queue up a defensive base. What about here? You do have one, which is good. And what about you here? You do have one as well. Not really sure what happened to this planet over here then. Sakusha, or the, yeah, Sakusha 3. Sakusha. I'm not really sure what happened there, why I didn't have one, but anyway, it's okay. Alrighty, so everything else is going relatively well, I guess. Jump into the comparison screen. Population, so we're middling in population, which is actually not too bad considering the blow that we had initially early on. Economy is rubbish, which is okay, expected given that we have negative 300,000 cash flow. Military strength, a little bit better than middling actually, so we're not doing too bad, although the Brintile are a little bit stronger than us, so I have to keep an eye on that. Mining station under attack. Who are these guys? These are the Savage Force. 30,000 firepower. Wowzers! Dear me. And you've actually got a bunch of bases in our territory. I can see right there. You've actually got a huge number of bases, and they're right in our territory. Not really quite sure where we're actually not paying you off, but we are going to do that now. So 2,000 credits is a good price to pay, even though we're running into negative money. It's just one of those things, unfortunately, that we have to do right now. Enemy fleet on attack vector to Omgul 4. So what we're going to do, grab our first fleet, move to Omgul 4, second fleet the same, and home fleet. So they're basically going to be sitting there waiting for them. Home fleet, move to, there we go, Omgul 4. So you're basically sitting and waiting for them when they come in and attack. So hopefully that deters them. And sorts any problems out there. Can we actually pay you guys off with anything? Is there anything you actually want from us? So negotiate into the war. 357,000. Oh, so actually they don't really want a whole lot. So I'm actually going to see if we can pay them off. I can't really remember actually whether I don't think we would have initiated the war. I'm suspecting they have. Yeah, all right, what can we give you that's not fast mining? So I don't really want to give you any military tech. What about these two? Would you accept? Proposal, so it's almost there. Approved tractor beams. Done. All right, cool. So that's good. I think we may have been in a bit. I'd rather focus on us build up our economy and stuff. Iridium discovered on Omgul 4, which is good. New colony governor at Trantor, which is interesting. So we should sort by roles here. There we go. Colony governor governing Trantor. So colony of happiness. Colony governor on Omgul 2. That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Intelligence agents just preventing enemy missions, which is okay. Leader. Couple of one scientists and a few troop generals. Actually move all of you guys back to our invasion fleet, which is where we basically want you to sit anyway. Shouldn't have any problems with rebellions down there anymore either. So these planets should be a bit happy. Yeah, so they're actually happier than what they were, which is nice. Yeah, okay, so that's cool. Alrighty, so first fleet, or the invasion fleet, have you finished here? Yes, you have. So we're going to send you off back down here to House, the planet House, and pick up the rest of our troops, and then come over here. And once that's done, we're going to bring you all the way back to our home system as a little bit more of a safeguard. So what can we do in terms of our money? I'm pretty sure not a whole lot. We're not taxing this planet yet. That's right, we're actually building up our population, aren't we? We wanted to build up our population as quickly as we possibly can. So that's why we're not taxing that one. All right, well, that's cool. That's good. So actually, probably our money situation isn't as bad as what I thought, given that we're going down that path of the population increasing there. So how are we going in terms of population? You've got 1.5 there, 1.1, 1 billion. So that's Xerus. Where's that? Xerus 1. Xerus. Where on earth is Xerus? Is this Xerus down here? Nope. Is this Xerus? This is Xerus. This is the one we took over recently. All right, so that's quite a good pickup for us, wasn't there? Yeah, there was 1.5 billion population there. Is a good sized colony. Alrighty. So can't colonize any planets, can we? I don't think. Nope. Oh, there's someone there for a 70% ice moon. May as well. There's no rule. The more colonies we can get, the absolute better. So that is a good thing. Everything else is going along relatively well. How are we going in terms of, oops, not that one, in terms of diplomacy? Who hates us? Right, so we're at war with the Keskadons. They're up there, I don't really care. What do you want to end the war? Really? I'm not going to give you that. You're like weaker. Oh no, you're actually stronger than us. That's probably why you want stuff. Alright, so we've got mutual defense pacts with the Securan, which is the dominant military force in the galaxy, which is awesome. They love us. That's really, really good. So that is a big one for us. Also with the Ricto, they're down there. Not too strong in terms of military, but they do have a lot of fair few colonies, big population as well. And the ex-humans as well. We actually do have a mutual defense with them, and they love us, absolutely love us. They do have the way of the ancients governor, which is really, really good, so big benefit for them. Lots of colonies, big population, not a whole lot in military strength, but I'm assuming that given they do have a lot of colonies and stuff, their military will build up over time. So we actually do have some good alliances there, apart from everyone else pretty much hates us though. Yeah, Furious. Although the Zeralast, where are you? You're just one planet, aren't you? Yeah, so alrighty, that's cool. Alright, you keep the game going. Keep things running. What have we got here? Completed research into armaments research. I think that's a tech thing, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Improvements to our labs, so that's good. So what are you going to jump into next? Is there anything? There's nothing here that we can actually do to grab, improve our economy. We could go into colonization techs. Maybe we should. Maybe we should. I don't think there's probably any planets, but maybe it could help. So what we're going to do quickly is, where can we actually jump into a planet? Jump into our faction, or our population, our people thing here, and look at colonies. So what do we want to colonize and what do we not want to colonize? So continental planets obviously are good, marshy planets are good, ocean planets are bad, ice planets are bad, volcanic planets are bad. So desert planets are the other third one. So As we can see here, ocean, ice, and volcanic are out because they're so expensive. Continental are marshy, we get benefits for, and desert planets are nothing, so they're pretty much neutral. So we want to go for continental, marsh, and desert research here. So marsh, continental, desert. There we go. So might as well queue up those. There potentially could be some colonies. I think not, but even if not, hopefully it should give some benefits to our planets and stuff. Empire contact, no thanks. Monetary gift, 2,000 credits, thank you. Why not? Take all the money we can possibly get. Alrighty, how's everything going? 18th fleet of the ex-humans. You're coming up here, I'm not really quite sure why though. There's really nothing here for you. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe you should come to refuel. So there's an ex-human colony there, isn't it? Yeah, wow, yours a long way away from home. So this is their empire over here, and actually got a colony all the way over there. Jeez, impressive. Capital ship requires refueling, that's fine. How's our first invasion fleet going? You haven't loaded up anything yet, so I'm going to tell you to load troops. Which is good. Lots of negative income. You do have a fair bit of bonus income though, so that's okay. Can we set up any extra? How are we going for construction ships? Got a fair few. They're all doing stuff, which is good. Can we set up any resort locations? So run through this list. There's nothing really any closer. There's this one there, which is a 58%. So we're actually going to queue up a resort base there. So that's that one. And there's one there as well. 32%. We can queue up another resort base there. Cool. So we keep an eye on those. Sometimes it can be a little bit funky sort of queuing these up. Sometimes they don't sort of seem to end up working. We'll just keep an eye on those. So that should be hopefully a little bit of extra income there. First invasion fleet loading troops. Have you finished? And check this planet. Yes, you have. So we're going to send our invasion fleet back over this planet to our Cuno. Load our troops up there. Send them back to our home system. Repair our invasion fleet and see how we go from there. All right. So we're going okay, I guess, especially considering these. Who's these pirates over here? The red transport, not paying you off. You only got 20,000 firepower. You're quite strong, aren't you? Yeah. You've only got a couple of bases as well. Not paying you off though, so not really strong enough to actually go on and take you on yet. Yeah, especially doing okay considering the mess that we were in initially. I still think eventually we're just not going to be strong enough to. I think eventually we're going to be the Zeralas. No thanks, you're too small. I think eventually we're going to get overrun by an empire at some stage during the game, but we'll see. Omgul Encounter has been destroyed. What was Omgul Encounter? Can't really tell, to be honest. Mining station's still there. Could have been like a freighter ship or something. Anyway, it's okay, not worried too much about that for the moment. Yeah, so I think we're doing relatively well. I think eventually, the further the game goes on, we may eventually get. Was it a research base? It could have been a research. It could have been a resort base. Yeah, it would have been a resort base. Oh dear, so I actually lost that resort base. Must have been. So we have to queue up another resort base. So that was by sabotage. I'm guessing it's probably the Brintal, and they hate us. Yeah, anyway, like I said, I think we're eventually probably going to get overrun by an empire. The Lone Claw, you've cancelled your protection. I think we're going to get overrun by an empire eventually at some point during the further the game goes on, but for now we're going okay, I guess. 47,000 firepower, which is a lot. Don't have any bases right near us, although is that one there? No, I can't see any bases right here. I think you've got a base over here somewhere, don't you? And then that's one that's a Lone Claw. That's a lone, yeah. So they don't have one in our territory that I can see right now. So actually going to say no. We're not going to bother about that. It's going to be a little bit extra money for us. The Ceretia Empire mutual defense. Where are you, Ceretia? You're over here. You're near the ex-humans and the Ricto, and you're not very strong in terms of military. So even though you like us, I'm going to say sorry, but no, we're not going to take that. Can we get any extra trade agreements? I've got a mutual defense pact. So that's already a trade agreement, isn't it? Yeah. Coolly. Oh. 0-1 defense under attack from it's the lone claw, isn't it? Yeah, you dogs. Alrighty. 1,000 credits. Yeah, it's not too much. Alright, it's fine. It's better than how the Jintas brought a capital ship in. We're not at war with them though, so that's okay. You just cruise around there if you really want to. And the Ricto brought another capital ship as well. They've all got a hell of a lot more shields. That's something I'm actually noticing with the Brintal and now all these ones as well. They got much bigger shielded ships than what we do. Okay, if you look at our capital ships, where's our capital ships? These are our capital ships, yeah. We've only got 800 shields on ours, whereas most of them have got at least 1,000, if not more. Like the Brintal had, I think, didn't they have like nearly like 2,000 shields on their ships? So maybe we've actually got to look at doing that a little bit better. Alrighty, engineers completed research into marshy swamp colonization. So, don't think it means we can't colonize really anything else, although we actually can. Oh, cool. 2 new colonies, 82% quality is actually pretty good. So, alrighty, things are looking up. Life is good. Life is worth living again. That's another 2 colonies, which is good. So it's worth going down that tech tree route. So you're under attack from the Brintal minor intruders. So who are you? 12,000 firepower, not a whole lot. Don't really have any bases that I can see within our territory. 110 firepower. Alright, well, cool. Not worried about you then. You should be fine here. It's not really. What have you got here? You've got Questurian skin, polymer, and dilithium, so not too worried about that. Protection arrangement, no thanks. Securians have begun their 3-year cycle, which is fine. Going to fight off these pirates, which is good. Restricted area revealed. Where's that? It's too far away. Oh, it's not. Lona weapons range. We're actually going to send a ship or some ships over here. Don't have any exploration ships anymore, do we? We do. Alright, so if these have got no missions, actually going to... Where are these all located? Is there one close by? There's one there. I'm going to send you to the Lona arms here. See what's around. See, there could be some cool stuff there we could potentially get, which should help us out. For the rest of our exploration ships, we are going to actually get rid of them. Given that the galaxy is fully done, or fully explored. Can't see missions here, can we? Yes, we can. Mission. There we go. So the ones that have no mission, we're going to scrap them all. Should save us a little bit of money. There we go. It's about 12,000 income, which is nothing to sneeze at. So it's pretty good. All right, invasion fleets. You should have picked up everyone there. So should double check. Yep, cool, done. All right, first invasion fleet. We're going to tell you to come back to Trantor. I should say repair, and they're going to Trantor. Yeah, then we have to set up some extra spaceports. Definitely want one down here, so we'll probably set one up at Zintus down here. Also think we'll probably set one up over here as well, just so we get a bit more of a coverage with our colonies and stuff there. So we will look at doing that a little bit later. Alrighty, jump sequence optimization, improvements to our hyperdrive. So that is cool. So that means our ships are going to basically travel quicker. So we should click one of these. Yep, it's up to 13,700 hyper jump speed, which is good. So, alrighty, energy and construction. What can we do here? I think we're going to go down here for some of these techs down here to get some, hopefully some economic boosts. We're going to go for large-scale construction, so we can increase the size of our capital ships or our ships in general. We're going to go for improvements to mining things as well, hopefully boost our mining, our private sector and stuff. I was going to jump into damage control and get a few units of, probably just actually grab the first one, the 40% damage reduction, so that should help us in terms of our ships and our warfare and stuff. Then we're actually going to jump into hyperjump inhibiting. The reason we're going to do into that is because, like, what we had before, like with the Brintal, they were sending a fleet down to our planet. What would have happened, because we don't have hyperjump inhibiting, they would have jumped down, see that they were outmatched, and then just jumped away again. We wouldn't have actually been able to do any damage. So now that hopefully when we get hyperjump inhibiting, we'll actually put those just on a few of our ships. We may actually even set up like some specialized ships for them, and just add a couple into each fleet. It means that when like a fleet jumps in, we're actually going to be able to prevent them leaving, which means we actually destroy them once they're there. So that's going to be a lot better for our our long-term military strategy and all that kind of stuff. Our excavation ship's almost down at the Lona weapons testing range, which is good. Engineers completed research into continental colonization. We've already could research that, so that's fine. Can't colonize any new planets. Actually, there's another one here that we didn't see before, the marshy one as well. It should queue up another colony ship there. Cool. Alrighty. So that's good. 3 new planets. So actually, it's not too bad. If we can get those up and running fairly quickly, that could be quite good for us. Alrighty, exploration ship is down here at the Lunar Arms testing range. So we do have a few ships down here that we can repair. Although some of them are actually normal, so I'll actually send you over here. What about this one here that's damaged? So we may actually grab these, we might as well. I may grab some colony construction ships and send them over this way. Almost down out of money, but we'll Ep11 orbital battery under attack from a ship there. Not really too worried about that. Abandoned ship, investigate. We board it, took control. We can get rid of it for an a tech boost, or we can keep it. So Ep11, where are you located? You're one of these planets over here. All right. So you're these guys that we have at the base here. They're the red transport. How much is it going to cost to pay you off? 737. Actually, we're going to take that. Given that you're in our system, anyway, they're actually going to be able to basically harass us. We're not going to be able to do a whole lot about it. So we're going to pay them off for the moment. So what do we got down here? We've got our ship down here. Does it have hyperdrives? It's got hyper block though. It is a capital ship with 1,000 shields and 200 firepower, so it is quite a beefy ship, which is awesome. So I think we're probably going to keep you. I think what we're going to do is probably add you into one of our fleets, maybe our first fleet. So come down to military ships or by fleets. There we go. And add this one into our first Imperial fleet there. First Imperial fleet. Yep, it's all good. So I'm just going to send you back to Trantor. There we go. Cool. So this is a pretty good ship there. So obviously got the hyper blocks. This is basically what it means that once we get hyper jump inhibiting, it means that we'll be able to stop people doing this. So it basically slows things down. It means you can sort of trap them there. Monetary gift from the Atuk Alliance, 5,000 credits. Nothing to sneeze at. Thank you very much. Exploration ship is just cruising around there. Actually, probably going to send down some construction ships and get these done. Building mining stations and stuff. Repair mining stations. All right, we're just going to send you down to repair. What's the best one to repair? It's a capital ship there. Probably repair that one. Actually, we're probably just going to pull all these guys off what they're doing already, and just get them to come down here and repair, and then they'll come back and do their own thing later on. There we go. I'm actually put you all back onto automated. So once you've actually done these repair things, you'll just go off and do your own thing. There we go. Done. I should leave our exploration ship here as well. So there should be some extra ships and stuff we'll be able to get up and running there, which should be good. Nearly out of money. So how's our population on Trantor going? So it's back up to full quality. Oops, wrong planet. There we are, Trantor. There we go. So the planet is back up to full quality, which is 98%, which is awesome. So I'm assuming can probably max out around the 25, 26 mark, maybe even 27. So we're a little bit away from that, but we're actually getting up there fairly cool. So fairly quickly, it is building up quite a lot, which is awesome. So once we run out of money, we'll actually drop that back down and start taxing again. Empire contact, no thanks, don't really care. Alrighty. So we get a few colonization ships done, or got. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Alarm. A few colonization ships set up, which is good. So we get a few colonized. They're actually sort of up in this area, which is nice. So get a bit closer to the Brintal there. So fleets, invasion fleets looks like it's being repaired, which is awesome. House defensive base has been completed as well, which is really, really good. So that is quite cool. Quite pleased about that. It's done. Securans have given us 2,000 credits. Thank you very much. Alrighty, how's the other two planets going here? I assume we queued up defensive bases for these ones. We should have done. Yep, that's built there, which is good. And this one has one as well. I already had one existing, so that's quite cool. Alright, done. So that's good. So they're all defensive bases. We building one up here, which is very, very slow, but that's okay. And we've got those other ones I've got there as well. Cool, so the first invasion fleet's being repaired, almost done. First, second, and third fleets, or first, second, and home fleets are fine. Just sitting there cruising, which is good. Our construction ships are coming down to repair these places down here. There's already a couple down here, which is good, so they're going to jump in and repair those ships fairly quickly. Mining station under attack from who? Who are you? The Brintal Miner Intruders, not worried about you. You're on attack from the Dark Merchant Transport. Only 9,000, I'm not really worried about you either. 3,000 credits. Our mining station should be good enough to actually, should be able to hold them off. This one looks like it's actually unbuilt, so we're going to lose that one. I'm not really too worried about that though. New Colony Governor at Xerus 1, which is nice. So Colony Governor at Trantor gives us plus 25 happiness, which is good. It means actually we're going to be taxed Trantor a lot more heavily than what we otherwise would be able to. Trading income plus 10 and civilian ship construction speed plus 10. So that's also quite good. So good Colony Governor there for Trantor. Xerus, we can't really see that one yet, and Colony Governor at Omgul, so that's fine. Alrighty. Is it worth doing another mining station upgrade or retrofit? Give ourselves some more money. I think we did one probably last episode or the episode before, so maybe it won't be worth it, but maybe it will be as well. Maybe that is another way that we can actually Omgul 2 under attack. Really? Who are you guys? 62,000. Wow, 62,000 firepower. That's bananas. How much do you want? 699. Alright, I'm going to pay you off then. It's really not worth it. What are your ships like? 100 firepower, 720 shields. They're not amazing ships, obviously you must have a huge amount of them. Should we have a look at that, shouldn't we, actually? These guys, you've got 504 ships, wow. Compared to our, probably 100 if we're lucky. So it is a bit of a pain having to keep paying off these guys, but that's just the way things go, unfortunately. Mining station under attack. This is the one that's not finished yet. Okay, that's cool. How much do you guys want to be paid off as well? I don't really like keep doing this. 673. I'm just going to pay you off as well. I don't really like keep continuing paying off people, but I'd rather sort of do it and just focus on us for the moment. Honestly, all the pirates. Brintal Miner Intruders, you're annoying, you guys. You're not that strong though, so I'm actually not going to pay you off even though these ones are damaged. We're going to lose this station. Worse things can happen. How's our private sector going, by the way? So you back up to 27%, 27k cash flow, which is good. You've got a decent amount of cash on hand, not a huge amount though, so maybe we won't actually retrofit our stations. Yeah, maybe we won't do that. Once we actually start taxing, you're actually going to be in the negative, aren't you, as well? 243 ships, alright. So they actually haven't really recovered from Trantor being totaled last time around, so which is understandable. But yep. Alrighty. So, how are we going with everything? How is everything looking around us? Pretty good. Fairly okay. Things are starting to get a little bit messy with the empires. They're sort of a little bit hodgepodge here and there, which is not unexpected. Is this... you really attacking... who is these? The Keskadon. Are you really attacking the Securans? Keskadon, you are attacking the Securans. They're gonna like walk all over you, dudes. You got 15,000 military strength. They've got 53,000. Wow, fighters, epically fighters. So these are the Securans. No wonder they're good. Look at that, 3,000 shields on their carriers. Wowzers. That's where all the fighters are coming from, by the way, if you didn't work that out. Yeah, the fighters are coming from their carriers, and it looks like they're pretty much going to absolutely total the Keskadon ships there. Yep, wowzers. There's a lot of fighters. So these got planetary shields, don't they? Yeah, planetary shields. So that's what they're actually doing. They're actually attacking the planetary shields. Yeah, they're losing all their ships. Wowzers. That was a bad decision. Some more credits, which is nice. We should jump up to have a look at the Keskadons. They lost some military strength there already. Deary me. Wasn't that smart a decision, guys, to actually attack this Kurans? Alrighty, so we're almost out of money. So can we tech trade? Can we sell off anything? And then can we start taxing Trantor again? So Trantor's up at 26 million, I know, 24.7 billion population, 6% increase in terms of population, which is good. Can we actually tech trade anything to our allies? What about the Securians? Do you want anything from us? You do. So do you have any money? No, you don't. All right. So what else have we got? Who else can we sell stuff to? What about the Tukes here? Do you have any money? You do have a fair bit of money. We're going to sell you jump sequence optimization for hopefully a bunch of money. There we go. 330,000 credits. Awesome. So there we go. Like I said, I don't really like doing it. Generally, I wouldn't normally do it actually in game. It's one of my sort of house rules that I don't do it because I do think it's a bit easy to do it. But given the situation that we're in, I'm actually going to keep doing it until we actually sort of basically max Trantor out, which is not too far away. Once we've maxed Trantor out, we'll actually go back to the tax theme, because my way of thinking, I guess, is that if this is like maxing out Trantor and taxing it should have been where we were at anyway. So once we actually get there, once we get to that point, I'll stop doing the other thing, and we'll basically be back to where back to where we should have been. So I should just going to do a little bit of a quick test before we end this episode. We're running at 31 minutes, so obviously end the episode quite soon. What we're actually going to do is actually put our tax rate up to say 45. Is that going to be okay? Yes, it is. I'm just going to see what our income looks like once we start doing that. So still at negative 229. So Trantor still hasn't really recovered. Yeah, so we're still obviously got a massive tax problem. So investigate a ship and take it over. So where's this? Oh, this one here. Which is a frigate there. We're actually going to, once it kicks in, I'll come back to that later on. Alright, so we're still going to have a huge cash flow problem. Yeah, because Trantor just didn't recover from that. Well, I mean, it has in terms of quality and stuff, but I think in terms of value, it took a massive hit, and we're still not really recovering. So, alrighty, that's something for the next few episodes. So you put a cut in the episode here, guys. Oops, jump out of that. Put a cut in the episode here. Hopefully enjoying this series still. Hope you think this series is still worth doing. I'm just going to run the game until that kicks here back in again. Yeah, that's cool. All good. Not really worried about that. Alrighty, so yeah, like we're going to end this episode here. Hope you're enjoying this series. Hope you think it's good. Let me know any feedback or anything like that you have. As always, it would be amazing if you could subscribe to the channel and like the video if you haven't done so already. That would be enormously appreciated. So that would be wonderful, guys. Until the next episode, I hope you've all had a wonderful day, and I'll see you all soon.